Tech and clips.
Yeah. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We are back with some more music from the band Talking Heads. Song is titled "And She Was," official music video. Shout outs to Daniel Billadu, for throwing this my way. Put this out there. This buy me a coffee, suggestion. So yeah. Once again, if you want to support the channel, link is in the description. You can tap in and support me, support the channel. Talking Heads with the song "She Was." Have the lyrics pulled up, have the facts pulled up as always, just in case I might need it for my interpretation for my review at the end of the video. Let's take a listen, guys. Okay, yeah.
And she was lying in the grass, and she could hear the highway breathing, and she could see a nearby factory. She's making sure she is not dreaming. See the lights of the neighbor's house. Now she's starting to rise. Take a minute to concentrate, and she opens up her eyes. The one was moving, she was right there with it, and she was. The one was moving, she was floating above it, and she was. And she was.
Okay.
And she was drifting through the backyard, and she was taking off her dress, and she was moving very slowly, rising up above the earth, moving into the universe, and she's drifting this way and out, not touching the ground at all, and she's up above the yard. The one was moving, she was right there with it, and she was. Hey, hey. The one was moving, she was floating above it, and she was. Hey, hey, hey. She was glad about it, no doubt about it. She isn't sure about what she's done. No time to think about what to tell him. No time to think about what she's done, and she was. Hey, 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 hey. And she was looking at herself, and things were looking like a movie. She had a pleasant elevation. She's moving out in all directions. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, 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 The one was moving, she was right there with it, and she was. The one was moving, she was floating above it, and she was. Joining the world of missing persons, and she was. Missing enough to feel alright, and she was. And she was. And she was. And she was. And she was.
Okay, guys. Yeah, so that was Talking Heads with the song "And She Was," the official music video. Yeah, David Byrne, guys. I don't know if I'm getting the pronunciation right, but if I'm not, please forgive me. But this man's vocals, to me, are unmistakable, awkwardly charming, detached, bat. I love the fact that it's expressive, like a narrator who's inside the dream and watching, from the outside. In this song, and she was, David definitely brought in this slightly robotic, yet poetic tone that I feel like makes the lyrics, feel like a stream of, consciousness, a journey. I mean, there is no over singing here, if you ask me. Instead, his voice, I love the fact that it floats over the instruments, with an, almost, observational, sort of coolness, which I feel like fits, the unreal subject matter perfectly. Musically, this is, peak 80s talking heads, if you ask me. I mean, I say that's because of the instrumentation. A melting pot of funky guitar lines, synth textures, bouncy bass, and those signature tight drum grooves. The song has this light upbeat feel, with a slightly psychedelic sort of twist, almost like it's inviting you into a dreamscape, but with your eyes wide open. One thing that I loved is the subtle country subtle twang I mean in the guitar that pops in. I mean it's definitely unexpected, but I feel like it gives the track an even more off kilter sort of vibe. And the layered production, guys, so clean. Every single instrument, is in its place, but the I love the fact that they all, contribute, to this, free floating, almost weightless sort of energy. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense yet, but that is what I feel, about the song when it comes to the instrumentation. What is this song all about? Yes, I mean, I feel like this is where it gets fascinating to me. And she was, based off of the lyrics, it's a song about a woman, who literally, levitates, but not in a superhero, sort of way. Based on a few facts that I pulled up, about the song, David, once said the inspiration, came from a hippie girl, he knew, who would lie in the field and claim, she could, float above it. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that is where this man got the inspiration. To me, the lyrics paint a picture of spiritual sort of detachment, freedom and escapism. She's left the material world behind, floating through parking lots, drifting over, buildings. And the narrator, is both in awe and maybe a little confused, by her transcendence. I don't know if that makes sense, yes. But to me, it's a metaphor, for breaking free, for existing outside of expectations, maybe even a commentary on how society views people, who live differently. Yeah, that is just me. I don't know if that makes sense, but that is what I think, this song is all about based off of the lyrics, Yeah, personally, and she was, it's everything I love about this band, Talking Heads, sonically joyful, lyrically surreal, and artistically bold. It definitely sounds like a pop song, but it's layered with philosophical questions about freedom, perception, and consciousness. It's weird, in the best way possible, if you ask me. Guys, let me know what you think about this song down in the comment section. Let me know if you want me to, go in deep with this band Talking Heads. I'll be so glad to do just that. If you stuck with me to the end of the video, you're loved. You're very much appreciated on here. My name is Philip, and also the next music. Take care, stay safe. Peace out.